Hey there, Jasmine Womack back for another video. In today's installment, I wanted to come and share 5 killer mistakes that keeps authors from having a 5-figure book launch. And from 5-figure book launch, yes, we're talking about $10,000 or more. So stay tuned and let's hop into it. First and foremost, I wanted to shoot this particular video and discuss this topic because I have met and encountered so many professional authors who write the book, but then they have absolutely no clue what to do with the book that they have written. So yes, after you write your book, after you self-publish your book, now you have to launch your book. And because I want you to have a successful launch, I'm giving you these 5 strategies. So make sure that you have your pen, paper to take notes, and make sure that you implement everything that you learn. Just a quick shout out to Mom Nurse Fashionista who commented on the time management video. Kudos to you for making things happen as a single mom of 4, and great job on just watching the video and deciding which strategy that you were going to implement and moving forward to implement that. Let me know how it works for you. Hi, my name is Jasmine Womack. I'm a wife, a mother, I'm a woman of God, and I am a trendsetter. I help authors, speakers, and coaches stand out as subject matter authorities on their topic and in their industry. And I do this by helping them to write and self-publish a best-selling book, and then I teach them how to turn their book into programs, courses, and premium priced coaching communities. So many authors that I meet have these grand ideas and grand goals of major success after the book, meaning that your book comes out, you have the goal of hitting the New York Times bestsellers list, becoming an Amazon bestseller, having tons of influence, and making a lot of money, right? However, if your book doesn't get into the hands of the people who need it, you're not making influence, you're not making an impact, and you're definitely not making a substantial income. My goal during this video is to share with you 5 major mistakes that many authors make in hopes that you can avoid these mistakes and have great success. Now, let me add that the information in this video and in all of my videos is primarily geared towards info authors, meaning that you are a thought leader, you are a subject matter expert, and you are packaging your information, you are packaging your knowledge, your experience, and your expertise into a high quality book, and you are using your book to help your readers reach a goal or learn something new. So this video is not for authors of children's books, romance, urban fiction, or any of those other genres. Specifically, if you are using your book to build your brand, establish yourself as a subject matter expert in your industry, then this is for you. Mistake number 1 is that you don't effectively plan a launch. Writing the book is one element, publishing the book is another element, but launching and selling, that is a completely different component of being an author. And yes, if you want sales, if you want success, you're going to have to plan a launch. Your launch does not begin the moment that you have boxes of books in your closet or boxes of books in your home or in your trunk. The launch begins the moment you actually begin writing the book, because there are phases to a launch. You have your pre-launch, you have your actual launch period, and then you have your post-launch. Did you know that during your pre-launch phase, while you're still writing the book, you can actually be making pre-sales. You can be conducting podcast interviews, creating content around your book. Why is this? This is because you have to begin planting seeds, and you must let people know about your book and getting their buy-in way before the book comes out. This is actually the prime time for you to hit those bestsellers lists during the pre-launch phase. However, many authors don't plan for the launch of their books, and as a result, their sales suffer. So if you want success, particularly 5-figure success with the launch of your book, you're going to have to make sure that you plan and implement a launch strategy. This may look like determining the date that you want your sales to go live, determining your promotional strategy leading up to the live day launch sales, connecting with influencers or others in your industry who already have connections to communities where your ideal reader is located, understanding how to get in front of your audience and creating content that speaks directly to them. All of this is part of the launch phase. Launching your book is not limited to letting people know that you have a book that is now available. And because people do the latter, they rarely see sales success when it comes to their book launch. Mistake number 2 is that you fail to build your audience beyond your family and friends. Yes, your family and your friends are likely going to purchase your book as a show of support to you. However, your family and your friends likely are not your ideal reader, and they definitely are not your ideal client. They are not the type of people that are going to want to continue working with you long after your book is released. So this must mean that you must become comfortable with stretching yourself and engaging in audience building activities, building up an email list, building up your following on social media, and creating content that speaks to your ideal readers, attracts them, and makes them interested in your upcoming book. Which leads me into mistake number 3. And mistake number 3 is that you lack visibility. In order to fix this mistake, you must become findable. Becoming findable means that you must also step out of the role of only being an author and also stepping into the role of being a content creator. We must be able to find you. We must be able to know that you exist, because if we don't know that you exist, we don't know about your book, and we're not going to care about it when it comes out. So how do you become findable? Well, this means that you begin to create valuable content surrounded by and connected to your book, and you publish it. This may look like writing blog posts, shooting videos such as this one. You can pull the audio, turn the audio into an audio training. You can transcribe this video. You can turn it into a blog post. I don't want you to think that you have to create all of this content from scratch, because you don't. You literally can take one piece of content and you can create different forms and formats of the same content. So that way, when someone goes and puts your name in Google, what happens? You come in the search engine and you become findable. You have to put yourself out there. This means pitching yourself for podcasts, conducting and or hosting podcast interviews, and being featured on the podcasts of others. You have to become findable. Again, like I just shared in mistake number 2, you have to create content so that you can become findable. We need to know that you exist so that we can purchase your book. Mistake number 4 is that you don't ask for the sale. And when you do ask for the sale, it's too late. Yes, in order to reach your 5-figure sales goal where you have made $10,000 or more from your book launch, this means that you have to ask for the sale. And yes, you have to ask repeatedly. So putting up a post, letting people know about your book one time, and then disappearing for 2 weeks, that is not going to get you the sale. Usually, but because social media is so bombarded, you have to show up, and you have to show up consistently. It takes 7 to 10 times for you to show up in order for someone to even remember that you actually exist and that you have something for sale. And remember, not only are you competing with others in the marketplace, but you're also competing with what people have going on day to day. This could be work, children, spouse, issues they have going on. Like, people have a lot going on. So in order for you to be top of mind, that means that you have to show up. Yes, you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable, and you have to sell your book, give people a link where they can purchase it, and do it often. No, you cannot worry about whether or not you are irritating others or whether or not you're getting on someone's nerves because you're promoting what you have to sell. They can unfollow you. And if they unfollow you, fine, because your goal isn't followers. Your goal is to turn your followers into buyers and your buyers into actual readers and then clients. So if someone's unfollowing you, then they were just taking up space anyway because they really didn't want anything, okay? So this is where you have to step into those spaces within yourself, and you have to really disconnect from other people's opinions and what you think other people think, and really step into your goal, your future, your legacy, and why you are doing the work that you are doing. And last, mistake number 5 is that you have nothing to sell beyond your book. Yes, your book is just the beginning. Yes, it's a product to sell, but what comes next? When someone reads your book and they love the work that you've done, and your book actually helped them to accomplish their goals in their life or business, and it helped them to get some type of results, 9 times out of 10, they're going to come back for more. 9 times out of 10, they're going to revisit your book. They're going to begin visiting your website, your social media pages, and trying to figure out how they can continue working with you, because they want to continue to learn and they want to continue to grow. Well, if you don't have something to sell beyond the book, then you're going to be limiting your income, okay? So you want to think about, what can you sell beyond the book? Is there a digital packet that you can sell? Can you sell an audio training? Can you sell a virtual VIP day? Can you sell a workshop, a webinar? Like, what can you sell beyond your book that takes your readers deeper into the concepts that you teach and allows them to attain additional strategy as well as a deeper dive into the information to get an even better result? If you haven't thought about what you can do beyond the book, I want you to start thinking about that now. And if you are an emerging coach or an aspiring author and you've made some of these mistakes, or you want to make sure that you avoid these mistakes when you're writing your book and building your business, then I invite you to visit www.bankablebooks.com. Bankable Books is a free 3-part mini course that teaches you how to write a book that you can use to generate $10,000 per month or more. Just visit www.bankablebooks.com and it's totally free. I'll see you on the next video. Make sure that you comment below. Let me know which of these strategies you intend on using during your book launch. I'll see you soon.